The reason we do not have a peace treaty or a nuclear treaty or a trade treaty with North Korea, there's actually two reasons, and those two reasons are Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. Their jealousy of me because I look so much like Donald Trump, and all the adulation and jubilation and fanfare that comes with it has made them so incensed and put them in a dark place that they feel that anything I do needs to be destroyed. It all started when the summit between North Korea and the U.S. was announced. And, they sent their advanced teams to do the setup. We sent ours. I was part of the U.S. advanced team, just doing setups and basically making sure hotel accommodations, security, meals, and all that was done correctly. And the North Koreans were looking at me, and everyone stares at you when you look like Donald Trump, so I'm used to it by now. And then all of a sudden, I guess they reported back to Kim, and Kim called Trump and was like, "Where are you? Are you here already?" And Trump's like, "No, I'm not coming for another few days." And then Kim was like, "Well, my people are telling me that there's someone here who looks exactly like you." And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my test tube son. Yeah, the CIA stole some of my hair and currently created a test tube son in a laboratory, and didn't without my knowledge. And he grew up and he looks exactly like me, and I feel like he was a victim too. So I take him in and give him some work, and keep him busy." So Kim was kind of intrigued, and he's like, "Okay." And then I guess the conversation ended. That's all I was told. And then the next thing you know, I get a call from Trump, and he tells me, "Well, Kim wants to meet you. Don't mess it up." So then, I met Kim in South Korea because I was afraid to go to North Korea. I'll tell you right now, I wasn't going there because once you get, it's kind of like the Roach Motel. Sometimes you go in, but you don't come out. So that's why I was like, we'll go someplace neutral. And then Kim started talking to me. He was looking at me, and the first thing he did was touch my hair, like everyone does. But I kept it together, because everyone thinks my hair and Donald Trump's hair are the same, and then they think mine's fake and all that, and it does get annoying. But I kept it together because I knew what was on the line. And then so Kim started asking me about my life and what it was like, and I started telling him, how it is. And then so he thought me and him had a bond because growing up, he grew up as the son of the most powerful man in North Korea, and then I grew up as the son of the most powerful man in America. So we did have, we had some good conversations, and we came to, I won't say meeting our minds, but we knew what it was like to grow up the way we did. And so that's what made it a lot easier. So when Trump came in, Kim was very agreeable to everything. And Trump was very agreeable. And so the treaty was signed in 5 minutes. Trump was in and out. Everybody was happy. And then next thing you know, Don Jr. and Eric Trump stick their nose in it. Because one of the conditions of the treaty was I was supposed to be there to help with implementation. But Donald Jr. and Eric Trump were like, "No, he needs to come home. He needs to come home. He can't stay there. He needs to come home and help with the Russia story." So then the Secret Service whisked me away and brought me back to the U.S. I get off the plane, and Mitch McConnell sees me in the airport. He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Well, I was told I had to come here for the Russia stuff." He's like, "There's no Russia stuff. Go back, go back." So I was ready to go back get on the plane, go back to, the Asia and help with the implementation of the treaty. And, Kim found out I was gone, thought he was being double crossed, and decided he's not going through with it. And to this day, he's still pissed. He's still pissed that I wasn't there. He thinks it was a double cross. And now, we've tried 2 and 3 times to get another meeting. They always are like, "No, you had your chance, you're done." So, when you see the news and see the problems with North Korea and the US, you know who to blame now. It's definitely 100%, or actually 50% each, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump.